Hello there, welcome to my channel. My name is Doug and I'm back with another fountain pen video. Today I have a very special presentation for you. About a month ago, I did a review of the Narwhal Porpita piston filler fountain pen. I bought the pen from one of the most beautiful and well-stocked brick and mortar fountain pen stores on the planet, Reid Stationers on 17th Avenue here in downtown Calgary. We are so lucky to have such a magnificent store where you can actually try out a Mont Blanc 149 or a Faber-Castell Pen of the Year, or even just get your latest Platinum Preppy. My wife Wynn was my cinematographer on that trip and filmed me getting my pen and ink from the redoubtable Kari Carvey, the wizard guru of pen and ink at Reid's. Many of you were taken with Kari's obvious knowledge and passion for pens and ink, and asked many questions about her and Reid's. That gave me the idea that many of you might like to see an interview with Ms. Carvey herself. So I called her one day and I said, "You won't remember me, but I bought a Narwhal Porpita from you last month." And she said, yeah, okay, yeah. I had to say, no, I'm not calling to complain, the pen's gorgeous. I thought that I might have to convince her to do the interview for my YouTube channel, and was prepared with arguments about how many subscribers I have and how this could be great PR for Reid's and stuff like that. But Kari was all over it. She was eager and excited about doing the interview. So I sent her the questions I wanted to ask her, and we agreed to meet at her store before they opened for the day. I'm very pleased with the interview, and I know you will enjoy Kari's obvious passion for pens, ink, and stationery. So come with me and visit Reid Stationers right now. Hello there, my name is Doug and I'm back with another fountain pen video. And today I'm honored and pleased to be here at Reid's in downtown Calgary on 17th Avenue to interview the proprietress and ink and pen guru of Reid's, and that's Kari Carvey. Thank you, Kari, for being here this morning.
Thank you for coming. It's nice to see you.
I know my viewers were very interested in both Reid's and your obvious knowledge and enthusiasm about fountain pens and ink and everything related to that. So let's get right to it, because inquiring minds want to know. I know I do. So I've asked you a number of questions, and let's get to it. Describe your first fountain pen experience, and what was your first fountain pen?
Oh, I was thinking about this one, and it has to be a little Schaefer lever pen that I had as a kid, and it was a calligraphy pen. So it was the first one that I had where I was able to have my own bottle of ink and load it up and have the little lever, and I took really great care of it. And I must have been, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old, and from then I just started accumulating pens.
5 or 6?
Yeah.
Wow. And it's interesting how many people have Schaefers as their first pen.
Yeah.
I did a whole video on my first fountain pen, which was a student Schaefer, one of those dollar in the bubble pack.
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, that's long, long gone. But try to find one now.
Yeah.
It took me almost 6 months to find one of those Schaefer student pens.
Yeah, they were favorites back then for sure. And they, like you said, they were affordable and everybody just kind of had them. So
yeah.
I don't know, I think, and then I remember I had a pink pen as well, with pink ink.
Yeah, I did.
And yeah, and I was pretty fascinated with that too, and that was kind of something that brought me into pens and ink.
When I was in grade 1, pink was my favorite color.
Yeah.
And after grade 1, it was not ever my favorite color because I got teased about it.
Oh, too bad. Pink's a great color.
It is a great color.
You just gave, you know, you reminded me of something else. When I was a kid, my elementary school had in the office, instead of a candy machine, it was a pen machine. So you put a dime in and you would turn it and a ballpoint pen would come out.
Oh, wow.
So I would always find an excuse to bring a dime to school so I could buy a new pen.
That's cool. Wish they had those today.
Right?
So what is your position? I called you proprietor.
Well, I'm not. I am a long-term employee, and I've been with Reid's for many, many years. It started as a passion when I came down to Reid's and I realized they sold pens and ink and stationery. And then when I was a kid, I started working here part-time, and I've always had my foot in the door ever since. Reid's is a family-owned business, But after all these years, I do feel like I'm part of the family, and we all work together for pen ordering and stationery orders and inks and deciding what we're going to have in store, and collectively enjoy ourselves.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Last time I was here, you pulled out your ink swatch book. When we were
Oh, yeah, yeah.
A lot of my viewers went, wow, look at that.
Well,
so, that's an amazing book.
Well, there's 4 of them now.
Okay.
So it's an incredible thing. So what I do is I have my own kind of separate collection at home of ink swatches of all my favorite colors. And here at Reid's, I make the books with every color that we have here at the store. So we've got books for brands and we've got books for colors. So it's almost like being, remember when you go to the paint store and you have all the swatches and there's like, how you can't imagine how there's 45 different colors of black? Well, there is. Yeah, and so we just take our time when we get new inks in to swab them, put them in the book, write down the color. The paper we're using isn't fabulous paper, but it's kind of a middle of the road so that people can see what it would be like on an everyday paper. Yeah. But we also have other papers to test it on, like so that you can see what it's like.
And you do those swatches yourself?
I do, yeah, I do.
So how do you do the smear?
I use Q-tips.
Okay.
So I dip a Q-tip and I do it 3 times. First initial dip is a really thick swab, middle, and then the thin. And then using a dip pen, I write the name of the ink beside it. I'm really into lettering and calligraphy, so any opportunity that I have a chance to write something down, I will.
So all the lovely lettered signs and everything I see around the store is your hand?
Yes, yeah,
so.
Absolutely.
I thought so. And then again, I was so impressed with those swatches. What are the top 3 pens in your collection, and why do they mean so much to you?
Well, I have so many pens, but I'll tell you my top 3 fountain pens.
Okay.
So probably my first purchase when I was a kid for like a expensive, beautiful, saved up my money for, was a Monte Grappa Symphony. So it has the Greek keys, it's celluloid, 18 karat nib, tiny pen with all the great Monte Grappa details, like the ball on the clip, etc. So that's one that means a lot to me, and I've never used it. It's the sit in the box kind of covet
that
pen.
Kind of collection.
Yeah, no, just that's the only, pretty much the only one.
Yeah.
It could just, but everything else I use. And then I also love my little Pelican 150 because it's a tiny little pen.
That's a vintage one?
Oh, I love it, yes. And I've had it for probably 20 years and I still use it daily. Wow. It has an oblique broad customized nib on it. So I can load it with one hand, clean it, and ready to go. And then collectively, my Lamy Safaris, because I have a lot of them and all of them have different nibs and all of them have different uses. Some of them I've used to death and some have memories, and because those go back a long time as well. And I have this kind of habit where I'll match my pens to my rings and my nails, and I don't even realize it. It just appears. Yeah. So, but yeah. So those are I'd say those are definitely my 3 sort of memorable pens, but it's quite a large collection for sure. And everything from calligraphy tools like the Pilot Parallel pen, like really beautiful, like the Lamy Studio with the 18 karat gold nib and palladium. So all sorts of different looks, older cross centuries, the black mat with the 14 karat nib, things like that. Like I like kind of that classic vintage look in pens too, for sure.
I was wondering what your 3 would be, and I thought, I wonder whether Safari is going to be one, because I always see you with the Safari.
Safari collectively, like the group, the whole, like all of them, like way back all the years. I know.
New colors every single year.
All right, so I keep having to get new colors, and
that's awful. I know it's terrible.
I know it's a hard thing.
But it's an addiction. And we have to get over it. So. Reid's is an awesome brick and mortar pen and stationery store, as you well know, and I well know. Are there any plans to bring Reid's experience to the internet or social media or people beyond Calgary?
Oh, there is. There's just a small little team of us here, so we work really hard at trying to bring that forward. So we have a great Instagram account. It's Reid's on 17th. Okay. And our website, we only currently have a web page, but our website is pretty much ready to go and should be launched within the next month. So I will, that will be at reidstationers. Is it .com or .ca? I'll let you know what that is for sure.
I'll put it in
but
the Terrific. That's great news. This is one of my things. I'm always about what's the best pen for the dollar, because not everybody can afford these kinds of pens, but not everybody wants to write with that disposable pen either.
Right.
So what is your recommendation for the best bang for your buck fountain pen? Not the best entry level, but the best bang for your buck.
Oh, I like that one because it's the Platinum 3776. The pen is beautiful. It has such a great reputation. You can get every nib size, so there's one for everyone, whether you want ultra extra fine or a chiseled music nib. It has a beautiful 14 karat gold nib with a little sweetheart on it, and it's a threaded cap. So I just find overall bang for the buck in the $200 range. Yeah. That's the one. It's one that you do not see come in for repair. Yeah, yeah. It's a lovely, lovely pen. Yeah.
Wonderful. That's a great choice. I haven't got one. I love your sample pack. The one that has all the pens.
Right.
You try all the different nibs. But it's just a little bit small for my hand. And then I found out about the Platinum President. And I went just up a grade. It's not that much more expensive. It's an 18 karat gold nib.
Yeah.
But that's a beautiful pen.
Yeah, they are. And the look of them is just really, it's just a classic look. Exactly. Yeah. There's not a lot of bells and whistles, but.
And like the Lamy Safari,
yeah,
there's oodles of different finishes.
Right.
And they come out with new ones every year. I think the last one I saw was that carnelian, that sort of sparkly.
Yeah, they do some really interesting finishes, and we'll get inquiries about them, and we're like, whoa, what is that one? We haven't even heard of it sometimes. Yeah.
Very cool. This is where I have a little bit of fun. James Lipton on the Actors Studio program used to ask questions from the Bernard Pivot questionnaire.
Welcome back to Inside the Actors Studio. We've met Rainer Wolfcastle. Now can we meet McBain?
Let me get into character. All right, Mendoza. I'll give you the Maxwell circuit if you put down my daughter.
Ooh. It's a pleasure to eat your lead, good sir.
So I've applied Kari with just an edited version of the Pivot questionnaire that's skewed for pens and ink. So, Kari.
Yes.
What is your favorite color of ink and your favorite ink and/or?
Oh, my favorite color of ink is coral. Always. But I also have individual favorite colors of ink as well. But coral is my number one. So the Iroshizuku, Pilot Iroshizuku, Momiji is my number one favorite ink of all time. But if you asked me what my favorite blue ink was, I would tell you it was Diamine Majestic Blue.
Oh, nice.
If you asked me what my favorite shining ink or sheen ink was, or shimmer ink, it would be Emerald of Chivor, the original J. Herban. I could keep going, but yeah. So coral ink that's it.
Yeah, I asked for you for one.
But there I can, I'll just throw it all in.
Yeah, I gotta say that Iroshizuku inks, I haven't got all of them, but I've got quite a few of them, and you've got all of them across the top.
They're so pretty.
And the bottle is gorgeous, but the inks are so smooth, and they just behave so well in every pen.
They're incredible.
So if I have any difficulty with a particular pen, I'll just clean it out and put Contact in it, and then I know it's not.
Yeah, it's a good trusted ink for sure.
Okay, now to the fun stuff. What's your favorite curse word? So, is that it?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Sorry.
I will bleep that. That's
okay.
Yeah, that's a favorite.
There's your answer. Yeah.
Yeah, that was quick.
Fuck it.
Fuck that. We'll stop.
Yeah.
We'll edit that out. Right? And what profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Oh, I'd take my nice pens and I would be a luxury hotel writer and reviewer and restaurant critique.
Oh, kind of like an Alex Bourdin of the...
Yeah, but I would definitely have my accessories to show as well.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
You should start a YouTube channel.
Right?
There you go.
I'll start in Calgary and let's go, yeah.
What profession would you not like to do?
Oh, anything that I don't think I could sit in a desk for 8 hours a day. Right. So it's just that. I just couldn't, anything that involves sitting down for 8 hours a day would just make me
Well, and in this environment, there's something new every day.
Yeah,
for you.
there's a lot of drama.
Wonderful. So, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Easy. Say, we got what you need.
Yeah, there you go. Good answer. So, thank you very, very much for doing
Well,
this
thank
for me
you.
and my viewers.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming. It's awesome.
Yeah,
it's nice to have you
that's
here,
wonderful.
for sure.
Thank you. Now, we have to shut off the cameras because I need to buy some ink.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we can do that. You can look through the books.
Bye. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell to get instant notifications whenever a new video is posted. And that just leaves it for me to say, thank you for watching. And that's all she wrote.
I made this.